kitchen, cooking in the kitchen, always cooking in the kitchen. Welcome back, finally.
It's been a long time, friends. Yeah. We are so glad to be back. Duke's glad to be back, too.
Yeah.
So, good morning and welcome to Cooking in the Kitchen. I am Jodi Edstrom. I am the Chaska Library Branch Manager. And since we saw you last, I'm stepping also in as interim library director for the system after our library director, Heidi Huff's retired. Duke, hi, bud. And who are you? Introduce yourself.
I'm Morgan Edstrom, and I'm Jodi's best cooking partner.
That is right. I'm so glad. We have the best time having our cooking adventures together, don't we? So feel free in the comments. We've got our amazing librarian, Susan, in the background, and she's going to be shouting out some comments and some things along the way, but we welcome your comments and questions too. Oh, we better tell them what we're making today.
We're making cornbread.
Golden cornbread. That's what it's called. And it's super easy. We love easy recipes. This is very family friendly to make.
Yes.
As always, it's a flexible recipe, and we're going to talk about that later, some different things that you can do with it.
Yes.
What else? Oh, and it's just a tasty treat at this time of year.
Yeah.
Could pair it with chili, right?
Mm-hmm.
Either a traditional chili or a veggie chili or white chicken chili, something like that. Lots of options.
I like chili. I mean, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so yummy for dunking in soup.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it could pair well with a lot of other things, too. I know a lot of, kind of traditionally, I think cornbread gets served with barbecue food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's just good to have just to eat a snack or something.
Yep. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
I just like cornbread.
Okay, so let me tell you where we found this recipe.
Yes.
We, of course, did a little research in the library's collection, and we found a book. Can you read that for me?
In Winter's Kitchen.
In Winter's Kitchen by local author, food author, Beth Dooley. And we are so excited. So she's local to Minneapolis, and she's a James Beard award-winning author. And she's going to be coming to the Chanhassen Library on Thursday, November 3rd at 6:30 to give a talk, an author talk.
I would go.
I know. I think we should go,
yeah.
Right? I think sounds great. So she's going to be at the Chanhassen Library in person, but we will also be streaming it live right here on our Facebook page if you'd rather stay tucked in at home that evening.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope you can join us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just making sure all of our technology is working. Okay. So let's get started.
Yes.
The first thing, and we've actually already done that, we started to preheat the oven at 375.
Yes.
Okay? So next step, Morgan.
All right.
Now, we'll show you later. It calls for an 8 to 10 inch skillet or pan. And side note, we maybe have one already in the oven in our cast iron that we're going to show you in a bit. So this is a different pan that we're going to use for this one. While the oven is preheating, great trick, we're going to put 6 tablespoons of butter in our pan.
Can I do one?
Yeah, you bet. Oh, thank you.
So creamy.
And while it's preheating, we're going to stick this in the oven so the butter melts and is ready to roll.
Yes.
Okay? And then you can start with our dry ingredients.
Okay.
All right? There's your first one.
All right. Yeah. Yellow cornbread. Makes cornbread.
That's right. And we just went to, we need a cup of cornmeal. And we just went with just a pretty standard cornmeal that we found at the grocery store. Beth recommends that there's some really great local ones to Minnesota. In her book, she references one from a farm out in Delano, Minnesota. We didn't have time to go to Delano, so we just went to the grocery store. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I almost forgot to get the cornmeal, didn't I?
Yes, you did. But you had me, so I remembered.
Hi, Duke. How you doing, bud? All right, a little bit more.
A little bit more. All right. Does that work? More?
A little bit more because you want it, yep, level on the top. Let me get my leveler for you, okay?
Alright.
See if I can find a good color. Well, this will work. Yep. All right. Oh, we got a hello from
Okay, can I do them?
Dylan and Ella's grandma and grandpa.
Hello.
Hello. And another comment for Mr. Paul. It says, yum with chili. Duke. All right. So next ingredient, we got our cornmeal.
1 second.
As usual, we got Mr. Energy Dog with us this morning, who's so excited to be back cooking in the kitchen. So while she's helping with that,
I'm back.
all right, we're gonna do 3/4 cup of flour.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep, that's pretty good. So you can dump that right in there. You can use regular white flour, wheat flour, a combo of both, kind of whatever you have on hand. We just happen to have just kind of traditional white flour.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to do a teaspoon of baking powder.
All right.
Okay, remember how to do this one?
Yep.
I would use that end. It'll be easier to, yep. So a teaspoon of baking powder. Yep, looks great. And dump that right in there.
Right.
I'll be your helper here, okay?
Is 2 of them or 1 of them?
Just one of those,
All right.
yep. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
Baking soda.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this side. Because
And your Grammy says perfect leveling, Morgan.
yeah.
Cooking is such, and I talk about this, I think, at every one of our programs, but cooking is such a great,
Good.
yeah, wonderful, great tool for working with kids on math and science and reading, literacy skills. So it's all really good. Oh, and we need that 1/2 teaspoon back because we need a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt.
All right.
This one you have to, here, can I help with this one?
Yeah. That one's kind of fast.
I forgot, I need to get more kosher salt, so we're kind of digging at the bottom. Here, I'll let you dump it in.
Right.
And then I want you to go ahead and take a whisk, and we're going to whisk the dry ingredients together. All right?
All right.
Oh, yes, and Miss Susan makes a good point. Remember to check the date on your baking powder if you've not used it in a while. I don't think I'm going to check it right now. No, I'm kidding. We're good. All right. Wonderful. So it just becomes a really nice, it's kind of a light yellow in color. You know, there is white cornmeal too, but we went with the traditional yellow. You can whisk that up a little bit more. All right. And then, when that feels pretty well mixed to you, Miss Morgan, we're going to do our wet ingredients, okay? You ready? I think that looks great. We have several books of Beth Dooley's in the library's collection, both hard print copies. We have a few more here that we will return promptly so people can check them out. But we do have some digital copies as well, ebooks, in our Libby collection.
Oh, this looks really good.
Doesn't that look good? I know. This is beautiful. This one's called Minnesota's Bounty, the Farmer's Market Cookbook. So, all right, let's head onward. We're going to take a 1.5 cups of buttermilk.
All right. So this.
Yep.
All right.
1.5 cups of buttermilk. We already have that measured out just to make it kind of quick and simple. I'm going to check the butter, Morgan, okay?
All right.
A little bit longer.
Now,
And then we need 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Yep, I'll get this one out of the way, all right? Yes, and thank you. Susan's posting some links to some of those books if you're interested in checking them out. So, all right. One more. She is my expert egg cracker. All right. Oh, and you know what I'm going to add into that? So, butter that I put in the pan melted really nicely. I'm going to add that in, Morgs. Okay? And I'm just going to set that over here. That's the only part, you know, that's, have to be a little careful because there are hot pans that are involved with this recipe. And then the last ingredient, do you remember what it is?
It's 2 tablespoons of honey.
Yes, 2 tablespoons of honey. Fantastic. All right. It's going to be so delicious. The other thing that to note, and the author references this as well, you can use, some folks might have an old-fashioned cast iron corn stick pan, or you could do corn muffins with it. Or like I said, I happen to have just a pie plate size cast iron, but I think you could totally just use like an 8 by 8 cake pan. I mean, it's really versatile what you can do with it. So you got it there, Toots?
Yep.
Nice work. And then those ingredients you're going to want to whisk together, and I got to check what's in the oven.
There you go.
Okay? Thank you. Where are my pot holders? Oh yes, good point. If you forget the step of preheating with your butter in the oven, you can always microwave it to melt it, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How are we doing, Morgan?
Looking good. Nice and creamy, but a little lumpy, but still looking good.
Looking good? Okay. I bet it's getting there, though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And keep an eye out when our new winter brochure comes out, because we're gonna, the library system for our adult winter reading program is going to be featuring some additional cooking authors and some other fun surprises with spices and recipes. So that'll be great. That looks perfect. Okay, do you remember what we do next? Oh dear.
We dump the dry into the wet.
Yep, we add that. We add the dry ingredients into the wet, and then we're gonna, do you remember what the technique is called?
Folding.
Folding it, yes. Yep, exactly. Oh my goodness, Grandma has one of those old-fashioned pans. Well, we'll have to ask her about that next time we see her. And loaf pans, yes, thank you, Susan. Loaf pans also work for cornbread. That's a great idea.
You want to take a turn?
Sure. So we're just going to fold these ingredients together. So when I was talking earlier about versatile recipes, there's things you can add to cornbread. Just one example would be you could chop up jalapenos and add those into your recipe if you want a little
Did you?
Spicy kick. Well, maybe. Not in this one though. Do you like spicy food, Morgan?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so we'll give it a little stir. And then we can try to show this on screen. We need one of those cameras that goes right above us, right? I'm sure we can just quickly install that. There is our batter. Yay! All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk it over. And just pour it right into that nicely greased, buttered pan. What do you think, Morgan?
It looks good. I mean, I think it looks good.
Looks tasty. All right, we'll set that one aside. And see, I'm always losing my pot holders, aren't I? Whoops. Okay. This would be fun, like if you're, making like chili on game day to watch some football as the weather cools off. And I'm going to pull something over here. Should we show them the finished product?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hold on, because this one's kind of hot.
I grab the other one?
Yep, you grab that one. And I'm going to grab this corn wrap. All right, we've got the finished product all ready to show you. All right.
It looks so good.
Hi, Aileen. She says Uncle Dwayne loves it. Thumbs up for the apron, too.
I got a fork or spoon?
Let's get a knife. Okay, so here we go. We, disclaimer, had some last night to try it out. So we ate some of it last night. Look at this. Can I just hold this up with this beautiful golden crust that formed? And then this one, which I just pulled out of the oven, smells amazing. This is my little pie plate that's cast iron. This one has jalapenos in it, and actually some serranos as well.
Try it?
Yep. Be careful, the pan's still really hot. Okay? Oh my goodness. This looks delicious. You want to grab me a... Oh, actually, I think I can get it out. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's steaming. All right, why don't you grab a fork? It's probably pretty hot. Do you want some butter on that?
Yeah, can I have this one too? I'm just going to grab a...
You're going to grab a piece of that? All right, we'll get a little butter on there.
Can I grab a fork?
Yeah. Oh dear, and I spilled my butter. That's okay. Butter there. Why don't you grab 2 forks? One for you and one for me. Okay?
Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am. I have butter all over my fingers now, Mars.
Oh boy.
You gonna try it?
Yep, ready?
Yep, which one? I'm gonna try the... Oh, did you lose some?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
Can I try yours?
Very tasty. Simple recipe. Great addition. Fun and easy if you're having company over to add in. What do you think of the jalapeno one?
That's good.
Good? Yeah. 25 minutes in the oven at 375. Poof, you have amazing cornbread. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep following the library's Facebook page. Visit the library's website at www.carverlib.org for lots of great things that are happening at your local library in Carver County. Lots of story times, lots of programs, lots of great things for all ages. Or just stop in and get a book recommendation.
And don't forget, watch us.
Watch us. We won't be back until January, friends. I know. So we'll have to see what we cook up for a cold winter's day in January. Can you believe that?
I won't do it.
All right, we're going to eat some more of this delicious cornbread, and we'll see you all very soon. Have a great day.
Bye!